The Long Walk is directed by Francis Lawrence and is the latest Stephen King adaptation. The film tells a story about a group of young boys that go on a walk, and if they go under a certain speed limit in this walk, they immediately get executed, and it's a walk for their lives. I remember watching one of the trailers in theaters, and I was thinking, this is such an interesting premise. You are just walking, but so many things can happen when you have to non-stop walk for a number of days, or else you'll get shot in the head. Like, what kind of bodily functions will shut down? What do you have to do when you have to relieve yourself? And the movie does explore all that, but it also explores a very emotional side to the characters and why they are on this long walk. This is a dystopian future where a lot of people have lost so much in the past, and the only way for America to be able to kind of show how strong-willed they are is to hold this event where this group of boys have to go on this walk, and if they go under 3 miles per hour and they ignore their warnings, they get shot, as I said. And so all these boys all have to be kind of forced to be part of this due to the social economic decline of what's happening. They are forced to compete in this competition. The prize money or the fame, like anything that they can gain from just winning this, is worth it at first. But as the film goes on and these characters start to see how much they can't take this competition, and how much of an emotional toll is taking on them, especially with witnessing so much death, we start to see different sides of these characters pop out. You get the classic Stephen King tropes, like the one kid who is a bit of a bully and a jerk to everyone else, our main character who is our point of view, who's probably the most normal one and has the most personal connection to our central antagonist. And then we have the best friend character who is very supportive of our characters and what they're trying to go through. We got the comedic relief. We have a bunch of Stephen King tropes here. It is a Stephen King based idea, and I think the film was able to utilize all these characters very well for the most part and have them be really likable. Despite the film having not a book length of story to tell with these characters, what you do get with them, you feel the emotions whenever one of them do eventually have to bite the bullet and just let go of life, really. And there are so many moments by the end with these characters to where you do grow to care for them, and you do feel sad when one of them eventually accepts their fate and the other characters just have to keep walking on, and it led to so many emotional moments by the end. Like, you could tell that this film was made with a lot of heart in mind for the source material. It understands that you have to care about these characters for the most part in order to make a story like this work. If the characters here don't work, if you don't get behind their motivations or their relationships or their friendships or whatnot, you won't care about what's happening. It's just a bunch of people walking and you don't care a single thing about it, but you do care for these characters. You do understand their motivations, why they do what they do, and it makes for a lot of interesting moments to where these characters' viewpoints are constantly challenged, but they have to just keep walking on. Speaking of that, the walking sequences and what they're able to do with this premise, I think was really interesting. It finds a lot of interesting elements to challenge the characters, like going up hills that are very steep or having characters try to find ways to relieve themselves without pausing or to control their emotions and their mind, their mental state, or Charlie horses or whatnot. Like, there's so many things that can go wrong when characters are just going for a walk for a few days. It sounds easy, but it really isn't, and the film was able to find a lot of suspenseful ways to put our characters through the shit. And that is all due to fantastic direction by Francis Lawrence, who directed the majority of the Hunger Games films, and I think he brings a lot of those same filmmaking tendencies very well over to this film, and it fits perfectly for this dystopian future. The look is grungy, dirty, you feel like this is a world in decline, and you understand why these boys feel like they need to be a part of this walk because of how old, how run down everything here looks. This feels like an abandoned country. In fact, a lot of the locations here just feel so empty. They feel so barren, and you do feel this sense of loneliness too, in a way, with these characters who all they have is each other to rely on, and it creates a lot of great tension and atmosphere at that. Overall, The Long Walk I thought was an emotionally powerful and very suspenseful film with good characters, good writing, great suspense and tension building, and I just had a thoroughly great time watching this film. It is a very heavy film. It's not going to be for everyone. If you're looking for something a bit more, how do I put this? Like, for everyone, like for the family to enjoy, like a schlocky film that everyone could just have fun with. No, this is not a film like that. This is not a fun movie at all. This goes into a lot of deep themes, into a lot of characters' minds, and goes to a lot of dark places, but it is a fantastic film with a great story, great set of characters, and if you are a fan of Stephen King's work, I think you're gonna have a good time with this one. I'm gonna give The Long Walk an A. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.